I'd like to welcome you to Roy Wright Field for tonight's formal dedication of the J. Martin Soccer Complex.
The one story I remember is when Joanne and Jay were walking across the field after the national championship game a few years ago. She asked him to take a look across the field. There were about 200 plus ex-players that attended this game. By the way, the game was in San Antonio, Texas. She told him to enjoy the moment, and this is what he does and how he does it.
Field College in 1971 and moved to Europe and played professional basketball in Europe for over 4 years. And I was immersed in a soccer culture, living in Munich and then later Dusseldorf. And of course the World Cup, that was in 1971. The World Cup in Germany was in 1974. So I was swept up with this soccer thing, and I really got involved in it kind of emotionally, and I decided that I'll be a soccer coach. The best thing about Ohio Wesleyan is the students, and the students challenge me every day. I don't even consider what I do work. I look forward to coming up here every single day, working in the classroom with the students, working on the field with the students. It gives me a tremendous amount of satisfaction that I'm not sure I'd get anywhere else, to be honest with you. We try to, I think Ohio Wesleyan soccer is based on pride and tradition that we're trying to continue as we go forward. As you know, it gets more difficult every year to stay on top because everybody wants to knock you off, but that's our challenge. So I think it's the pride and the tradition of the program associated with a great academic experience. Champions, I think, are defined by an ability to do their best every single time they go on the field, whether it's practice or a game. That's what a champion does. That doesn't necessarily win every game, but gives, in the case of Ohio Wesleyan, his or her best all the time. And that's quite difficult to do. That's why there aren't that many champions around. I think the foundation is that it's our home, and I want the guys to take care of their home. We don't allow buildings and grounds to go up there and clean the bleachers. We clean the bleachers, we clean the locker room, we do our laundry, we set up and take down the goals, we move the dugouts, we water the field, and I'm trying to build a sense of humility with the guys. It's our place. Let's take care of it, and I think those little things help us on the field. A dream season for me would be a season in which we played at our best every single game. It was our first win. I came here under some controversy, and we started out 0-3-3 in my first 6 games, and with very good players. It was difficult. So the first win that we had, a 9-4 victory over Cedarville College, is the one that I remember. It gave me a sigh of relief, and then I think we won like 12 or 13 straight after that. The Ohio Wesleyan soccer program is a family in all sense of the words. I'm still talking to alums from 1977 every year, and every time we have an alumni event, they come back and participate. It's just one big family.
All I really wanted was a statue outside here. But I appreciate the fact that you decided to name this facility in my honor. I think the good news is that you don't get facilities named after you usually when you're alive, so I feel real good about that. But the honor is not for me, it's for the 300 or 400 or 500 guys that have played here in the last 36 years or whatever it is, and for that I thank them. I also thank Frank Bucci, who's done a tremendous job helping us but they've come through and they've done a great job. As Frank said, I would like to thank my assistant coach, Joanne. She has more to do with this than you guys can imagine, believe me. After all these years, she's probably second in terms of seeing Ohio Wesleyan soccer games behind me, and to coach 2 of the winningest programs when I came here, and their trust in me, I really appreciate that, because as I tell my guys, I've made every possible coaching mistake you can make, and they stuck with me. So, thank you very much.